Have you ever wondered how some everyday habits, so common that they seem harmless, could actually be fueling your anxiety? Imagine a typical morning. You wake up, have your cup of coffee, and while the aroma stimulates your senses, you don't even realize that, for some people, this simple beverage can become a trigger. Caffeine, so beloved for its ability to keep us alert, can actually trigger a storm of palpitations, restlessness, and nervousness. Have you ever felt that racing heart after an extra cup? It's as if each sip is adding fuel to a fire that's already about to intensify. But there's good news. Throughout this video, we'll explore how small changes can make a big difference. The first thing you can do is rethink the amount of coffee you consume each day. Imagine swapping that coffee for a cup of chamomile tea, for example. This change will not only ease your morning routine, but it will also bring a touch of calm and well-being. Get ready, because what follows can help you take control of your anxiety and find a lighter path to your daily life. Now, let's talk about one of the habits that many of us face, but that we often ignore: procrastination. Imagine yourself faced with an important task, something that you know you need to do, but instead of taking action, you decide to check social media or organize your desk. These little delays may seem harmless, but in reality, they are like rocks that accumulate, forming a mountain of stress. Procrastination creates a vicious cycle. As you put it off, the pressure increases and the anxiety intensifies. It's as if you are carrying a burden that only grows with each passing day. Instead of feeling the lightness of accomplishing your tasks, you find yourself drowning in worries about what still needs to be done. But there is a way out. Consider breaking down large tasks into smaller, more manageable parts. Imagine the relief you feel when you complete a small step, like taking the first step toward a larger goal. This approach not only reduces feelings of overwhelm, but also brings a surge of satisfaction and motivation to keep going. Now, visualize yourself setting realistic deadlines for each small task. When you commit to meeting these deadlines, procrastination loses its grip and you begin to regain control, one task at a time. Soon, you'll find that you can turn this habit into a productive new routine, relieving the anxiety that used to haunt you. Now, let's explore a habit that we often neglect in the midst of the hustle and bustle of everyday life: lack of exercise. Imagine yourself sitting on the couch after a long day, feeling tired and restless at the same time. The lack of movement begins to weigh on you, like a thick cloud hanging over you. Studies show that physical inactivity not only affects our bodies, but also amplifies anxiety. When we don't move, stress builds up, and our minds tend to drift into worrying thoughts. It's like a closed cycle, where the lack of activity makes us more anxious, and this anxiety makes us avoid activity, creating a loop that is difficult to break. Now, imagine the difference that a simple walk could make. When you go for a walk, even for just 15 minutes, you start to release endorphins, the happiness hormones. Each step you take is like a small victory, a sign that you are taking care of yourself. And as your blood circulates and your breathing deepens, you feel the tension diminishing and a lightness invading your body. It's amazing to think that, instead of feeling trapped in a state of anxiety, you can choose to change this narrative. With each small exercise, whether it's stretching when you wake up or a brisk walk in the afternoon, you make room for tranquility and well-being. So start incorporating these moments of movement into your routine. Remember that every step counts, and each step can take you closer to a lighter, more balanced state of mind. Now, let's turn our attention to a habit that, although it often seems harmless, can become a real poison for the mind: constant comparison with others. Imagine yourself scrolling through your social media feed, admiring someone's perfect life. What you see is a collection of happy moments and achievements, while you feel trapped by your own insecurities. This comparison not only distorts reality, but also feeds anxiety in a subtle but powerful way. Every image you see is like a thorn, heightening your feelings of inadequacy. You start to wonder, why isn't my life like this? This comparison mindset creates a destructive cycle where appreciation for your own achievements dissolves into frustration. But what if we told you that you have the power to change this narrative? The first step is to become aware of the impact this is having on your mental health. Consider limiting your time on social media, and instead of comparing, start focusing on your own achievements, no matter how small. Think about the last time you achieved a goal, even a small one. This could be as small as completing a project at work, or even doing something nice for yourself. Visualize yourself cultivating a gratitude practice. Every day, take a moment to acknowledge what you have and who you are, without the pressure of being someone else. By doing this, you create space for self-acceptance and appreciation for your own path. This shift in focus not only reduces anxiety, but also opens the door to genuine happiness that comes from within. Remember, the only true comparison should be with yourself, an invitation to grow and develop each day. Now, let's address one of the most crucial factors for mental health, the quality of your sleep. Imagine lying in bed at night, trying to close your eyes, but your mind is racing. Thoughts and worries are racing like a storm, making it impossible to relax. Have you ever felt like this? Not getting enough restful sleep not only affects your energy the next day, but it also intensifies anxiety, as if you are carrying an extra weight on your shoulders. When we don't get enough sleep, our bodies and minds can't recover, and emotions run high. Irritability increases, and even the simplest tasks seem daunting. It's a vicious cycle. Anxiety interferes with sleep, and lack of sleep increases anxiety. But the good news is that there are practical steps you can take to improve your sleep hygiene. Consider establishing a nighttime routine, such as turning off electronics an hour before bed to create a peaceful and relaxing environment. Imagine drawing a warm bath or reading a book, allowing your body and mind to calm down before turning in. The quality of your sleep also benefits from a conducive environment. A dark, cool, and quiet bedroom can make all the difference. Additionally, consider practicing relaxation techniques, such as meditation or deep breathing, before bed. These practices help prepare your mind for deep rest, allowing you to step away from the worries of the day. Now, visualize yourself waking up after a good night's sleep, feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. By prioritizing sleep, you not only restore your energy, but also strengthen your ability to cope with anxiety. With a rested mind, you will be better equipped to face the challenges of the day with clarity and peace of mind. Finally, we come to an often overlooked but extremely important aspect: nutrition. Imagine yourself in a rush in the morning, grabbing a quick breakfast or often skipping it altogether. This choice may seem harmless, but the truth is that the way we eat has a direct impact on our emotional state and our ability to manage anxiety. When we ignore proper nutrition, our bodies are not receiving the essential nutrients they need to function optimally. Think about how food is fuel for our bodies. Just as a car needs quality gasoline to run, our bodies also need nutritious foods to operate efficiently. A lack of a balanced diet can lead to energy and mood swings, exacerbating anxiety. Now, visualize yourself making conscious choices about what you put on your plate. Imagine starting your day with a nutritious breakfast filled with fruits, whole grains, and protein. Each bite not only nourishes your body, but also elevates your mood and mental clarity. Throughout the day, add foods rich in omega-3s, such as fish and walnuts, which have been shown to help reduce anxiety. Also, consider the importance of hydration. Water is essential for the proper functioning of our bodies and minds. When we are dehydrated, our ability to cope with stress decreases. So remember to drink water regularly, as if you were feeding a thirsty plant, allowing it to flourish. Eating a balanced and nutritious diet isn't just about what you eat, it's also about how you relate to food. By nourishing your body with love and attention, you create a solid foundation for taking on the world. Each food choice becomes an opportunity to take care of yourself, becoming a significant step on your journey to a more peaceful and balanced life. Now that you're aware of how nutrition, sleep, movement, comparison, and procrastination influence your anxiety, it's time to put all of these pieces together into a powerful self-awareness and self-care strategy. Imagine yourself navigating your daily routine, now more aware of how your habits shape your well-being. Then, by preparing a healthy breakfast, you're not only fueling your body, but also mentally preparing yourself for the challenges ahead. Each bite is a step towards a lighter day. As the morning progresses, you avoid getting caught up in social media comparisons. Instead, you take time to remember your achievements, no matter how small, and feel more grateful for your own journey. This mindset shift becomes a true antidote to anxiety, providing a sense of inner peace. When tasks start to pile up, you remember the tips you learned about procrastination. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you take a deep breath and organize yourself, breaking your activities into smaller chunks. With each task completed, you feel the pressure dissipate, giving way to a sense of accomplishment and empowerment. And when it's time to rest, you prepare for a restful sleep. You turn off your screens and create a peaceful environment, allowing your mind to calm down. Your wind-down routine becomes a sacred ritual where you bid farewell to the day and welcome serenity. Over time, these small practices add up, creating a profound impact on your life. You begin to realize that you are no longer at the mercy of anxiety. Instead, you are the architect of your well-being, building a routine that nourishes your mind and body in an integral way. In this way, the anxiety that was once so present begins to fade into the distant past, giving way to a more balanced life full of possibilities. As you adapt to this new routine, something magical begins to happen. Your self-confidence is renewed. Imagine yourself now facing daily challenges with a new perspective. Situations that used to make you anxious, such as meetings at work or social interactions, become opportunities for growth and learning. You feel an inner calm, as if you have a solid anchor, even in the midst of storms. You also begin to realize the importance of surrounding yourself with people who support your journey. Visualize yourself in meaningful conversations with friends or family, where the dialogue is full of understanding and encouragement. They recognize your achievements and respect your limits, creating a safe environment for you to express your feelings. This support is like an oxygen balloon, allowing you to breathe more deeply and feel lighter. Then, a new perspective dawns. You realize that everyone struggles with their own inner struggles, and that vulnerability is actually a form of strength. By sharing your experiences, you not only inspire those around you, but you also strengthen your bonds. These human connections, based on empathy, become a powerful ally in the fight against anxiety. As you progress, practicing gratitude becomes part of your daily routine. Visualize yourself ending each day by reflecting on what you've learned and accomplished. You write down your accomplishments, even the small ones, and feel a warm glow in your chest as you recognize how far you've come. This isn't just an exercise in positivity. It's an emotional boost that solidifies your new mindset. And when anxiety eventually reappears like a nagging shadow, you remember the tools you now have. Deep breathing, mindful movement, and nutritious eating are all at your fingertips, ready to be used. You become your own guide, navigating these moments with compassion and self-care, knowing that each challenge is just an opportunity in disguise. Thus, you stand tall as a fortress, able to face life with serenity and grace. At this point, the transformation becomes tangible. You begin to notice how your body responds positively to these new practices. Stress and anxiety, which were once constant companions, are now less frequent, like passing clouds in a blue sky. Imagine waking up in the morning with a renewed sense of energy, ready to face the day with a clear mind and a light heart. Now, over the weeks and months, this new approach solidifies into habits that become part of who you are. Think about how your perception of challenges has changed. That important presentation at work is no longer a source of panic, but a chance to shine, to showcase your skills and grow. Social interactions, which were once dreaded, have become moments of joy, where you connect authentically with others. As your journey progresses, you become a role model for those around you. Friends and family begin to notice the difference in you. They sense your positive energy and ask what your secret is. Visualize yourself sharing your experiences and teachings, helping them find their own path to a more balanced and happy life. Each conversation is like a seed planted, which over time can blossom into greater mental and emotional health around you. You also begin to explore other practices that nourish your mind and soul. Imagine yourself trying meditation or even a new creative hobby that you've always wanted to try. These activities become sources of pleasure and fulfillment, enriching your life and contributing even more to your inner peace. And when life's challenges arise, because, yes, they always will, you feel prepared. You now carry within you an arsenal of tools and techniques that have been tried and tested. Remember that dealing with anxiety is not about eliminating it completely, but about learning to dance with it, to be able to move forward, even when the music changes. So, as you look to the future, you no longer see a path filled with uncertainty and fear. Instead, you envision a journey filled with possibilities and opportunities. You feel empowered, able to shape your reality, and above all, confident that the serenity you have achieved can be maintained and expanded throughout your life. Your story is proof that, with awareness and determination, it is possible to create a more balanced life, rich in meaningful experiences. Finally, in this new chapter of your life, you realize that anxiety does not define who you are, but rather how you react to it. Through all these experiences, you have learned to cultivate a safe space within yourself, a refuge where calm and clarity can flourish. Now, imagine yourself in a moment of introspection, perhaps sitting in a quiet place where you can simply breathe and reflect on the journey you have traveled. As your thoughts race, you allow yourself to feel gratitude. Gratitude for each challenge that led you to delve deeper into yourself, for each sleepless night that turned into a lesson about the importance of self-care. You remember what it was like to feel the pressure of anxiety and how it motivated you to seek real changes in your life. Now, every breath you take is a reminder that change is not only possible, but liberating. Now, visualize yourself surrounded by a supportive circle of friends and family who have become an integral part of this new journey. They not only celebrate your victories, but are also there to listen when the days are tough. In this welcoming space, you feel loved and accepted, knowing that you don't have to face challenges alone. The vulnerability that once felt like a burden becomes a source of strength, and you learn that opening up can be the bridge to deeper, more meaningful connections. Over time, you also begin to see how these practices and insights can be applied to other aspects of your life. Each small achievement on your anxiety journey reflects on your career, relationships, and even your physical health. You feel more capable of handling the pressures of work, more present in interactions with your children, and more willing to take care of your body through exercise and healthy eating. At the end of the day, you establish a nighttime routine that isn't just about sleep, but about celebrating who you've become. Imagine writing down 3 things you are grateful for before you go to bed, allowing those positive thoughts to be the last words on your mind before you fall asleep. This gratitude ritual becomes a legacy that you pass on to your children and friends, creating a cycle of positivity that continues to expand. And so, as you close this chapter, you not only come to terms with your anxiety, but you also transform it into a catalyst for growth. Your story is a testament to the power of self-compassion and resilience. You are no longer a prisoner of your emotions, but a traveler navigating life's storms with wisdom and courage. With each new dawn, you rise stronger, wiser, and more prepared to embrace all that life has to offer, knowing that you are constantly evolving and that true peace comes from within.